Hello, I'm Demi Utley, the founder here at Utley Strategies, and today I'm talking to you about one of the most dreaded sections of a proposal, and that is the executive summary. So the executive summary is dreaded because it is sometimes overwhelming and intimidating to write this one section of your proposal that you know everyone is going to read. But once you figure out how to write it, it actually might become your favorite section of the proposal. And this section requires just a little bit more creativity than maybe other sections of your proposal because we know that so many people are going to be reading it. It does require just a little bit extra attention so that way your proposal starts off on the right foot. So to help you on this journey, let's cover 4 key traits of successful executive summaries and how you can put that into practice in your proposal. The first trait of successful executive summaries is that they begin with the customer. So far too many executive summaries start with the company who is bidding or selling, their name, and just goes into, their services, their history, things like that. And that is not what you want to do in your executive summary. Instead, you should start by focusing on the customer and their challenge and sort of painting a landscape of what it is that they're facing right now. This helps to grab their attention from the very beginning of your proposal, and it also helps to show that you understand the problem and you're going to be able to help them to solve it. And it makes your pitch much stronger than starting out with just generic boilerplate content about your company. The second trait of successful executive summaries is that they are telling a story. So storytelling has been found to be one of the best ways to connect with people, especially during sales. And because your proposal is a written sales pitch and therefore your executive summary, it's important to use storytelling elements within this document to better connect with a buyer and show why you're the best choice for your solution and their problem. As a standalone section, the executive summary is actually the perfect place to have sort of mini storytelling elements within your proposal, and it will help you to connect with the buyer from the very beginning of your proposal and really inspire them to continue reading, which is what we absolutely want when they pick up your proposal. The third trait of successful executive summaries is that they highlight the differentiators of the selling company. So an executive summary, you can think of it as really the powerhouse of your proposal, since everyone reads this section of your proposal. And because of this, you need to go through and make sure that your key points are really highlighted in this one-page document so that everyone understands the benefits of your solution without having to read your entire proposal. So we want to take everything and kind of condense it into one document, but really just those differentiators. We don't need to have all of the details of your proposal in the executive summary. So instead of summarizing your overall solution, which might have similarities to other companies who are bidding on this opportunity, you want to focus on highlighting anything that's unique about your offer and what you're proposing to the buyer. So that way it stands out and it will help them to be more engaged as they're reading through your proposal and understand why you are a better choice than your competitors versus looking to see if you have the same solution as them. One thing that you can do is you can go and you can actually look back at your sales meetings, take a look at your notes and see if there's anything you wrote down in those for what's important to the buyer, and then use that to start to incorporate that within your executive summary, and then of course throughout your proposal overall. The last trait that we're going to cover today for successful executive summaries is that they are clear and concise. So when an RFP requires an executive summary, it can be really easy to just take some boilerplate, copy and paste it into the executive summary, and then check it off that, hey, we included one, we're compliant, and send it out. But when you do that, you're actually missing out on a real chance to actually connect with a buyer. And you're also making your proposal more difficult to read because they can tell when you've just pasted boilerplate information into your proposal and also into your executive summary. And when that happens, they naturally start to just skim through the proposal to check off their boxes because that's what you've done on your side. So you've checked off that you have all of the stuff on your proposal, and then they're just checking off to make sure you have everything in your proposal. And it's not really engaging with them and selling with them in the way that it could be. So the best executive summaries actually, instead of just checking off the box, they're grabbing the buyer's attention from the very beginning of the proposal. And it's inspiring them to actually keep reading rather than skimming your proposal and looking for things to check off their list. So if you want to do that, then focus on the 3 to 5 main points that you really want to emphasize within your proposal and focus only on those. So cut out anything extra that doesn't support those key points. Ideally, write your executive summary from scratch because that's going to make it, more focused on this customer, of course. But if you're not able to do that, then you can use your boilerplate and just remove anything that doesn't support those specific points that you want to highlight within the executive summary. And if you do this, it's going to make your executive summary overall much clearer and easier to review. And it's also going to inspire confidence in the rest of your proposal and encourage them to keep reading and engaging with your proposal. Okay, so that's all that I had for a quick overview of the 4 key traits of successful executive summaries. If you're ready to put all of this into action, but you're not sure exactly how to get started, then make sure you check out our Executive Summaries Masterclass, which is a 1-hour training that dives into the proven 3-part formula for creating executive summaries. And then it also shows you some examples of what this looks like in action. So that way you're inspired to actually create your own and better connect with buyers from the beginning. So I've linked to that training below this video. In the meantime, make sure you subscribe for more proposal tips and have fun writing your executive summaries, and I'll see you in the next video.